So another good drill to increase the height of your ball flight or decrease the height of the ball flight, hit lower, is to get an alignment stick in the ground and try and get it to line up with your shaft angle. You should see there roughly that shaft and that stick almost identical, okay? Now, what I'm looking for is, as I'm returning back, I'm looking, do this in front of a mirror. So really good in front of a mirror. Looking to try and get my hands ahead of that alignment stick before the club head. Okay, now you're looking to try and make sure that if you're going to try and lower the ball flight, you want to try and get the hands as far ahead as you can to start with in the drill, not necessarily within swing. Talked about that in the video, but try and maybe just get the feeling of, to exaggerate it, get your hands as far ahead as physically possible. And I would say also, for another good drill, making sure that you're not getting your hands too far ahead for those hockey players. Get the feeling of trying to line that up. Okay, maybe you can tilt that slightly bit further forward, but you want to just get your hands just in front of the ball for impact. You do not want to be getting tons further ahead, especially if you don't hit the ball hard enough and far enough. As again, I said, you've got to look at what your speed is, how far you're hitting the ball. We don't want the hands miles ahead if you're not hitting it hard enough, because it's just going to go too low. We want to try and make sure that they can get a bit more of a loft and also feel a bit more of a release with it. But that being said, we don't want to turn into a scoop. Okay, so we've got to be fairly careful of that. I think it's quite a good drill just to get yourself a stick in front of a mirror or video it, and you're just trying to work out, what is it I want to get? Do I want to get my hands further ahead? Again, that's going to be most common. Or is it for the rare guy who hits it way too low because their grip is good, everything else is looking good, they just get their hands way too far out. So you've got to then increase that little bit of loft. Make sure for impact you're getting those hands, that left shoulder club lined up, and you've got to feel that release slightly earlier. But use a stick, just get everything lined up, get everything into the right place, and then just practice in front of a mirror or in front of a camera.